Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to your reading. Today I see a change and a false person showing up in your energy. Maybe you are actually going for a change, but the people that you're picking up along the way are not really the one that you would like to be around you. So it is very important to be aware. I also have initial message official person and unexpected income coming forward here for you. So this can be something very good, okay? And it seems like here you are maybe communicating with a person and that's not the way to go. Be aware and always talk to someone who is actually connected. The connection can be with an institution, government, someone who has authority, official status, and they will actually get you to the source of abundance. Do not limit this only to income. This can be an accomplishment as well, but this is something unexpected. This will be given, and I feel like this is going to be coming really easily when you find the right person. Change the false person, find the official one, the solid person, and go ahead, and afterwards the thing is going to flow into your life. Welcome again to your reading. This is Divine Light. Today we're going to be doing your weekly reading. At the end of this one, I'm going to be jumping into the signs and I'm going to link them in the description box below. You can go ahead and check the comment box and you will see those timestamps in there as well. I'm starting out with here. Using the obsidian to ward off the negative energies from you. And we're going to jump right in here. And if you're new here, welcome. I hope you enjoy your reading. And if you have been here for a while and haven't subscribed already, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It's the best way to spread the love. I will also leave a link up here for private readings if you would like one from me. What I see here, there's a pathway opening. We're going to do the calculations in a weekly manner. And it seems like here maybe because this is like the first day of the week, but whenever the day that you're watching, you can calculate like the next 7 days. And everything I say can be actually the waves starting to flow into your life that day and will prolong for a long period of time as well. It doesn't have to be limited in 7 days, okay? I see here that within maybe, say this like the next divided to 4, I calculate 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th day. The third day basically seems like here there's an outside path opening. I see the horns of like barely showing the horns of a goat, which is like a Capricorn energy. Maybe you are actually connecting with a Capricorn, okay? Or the devil energy is actually carries Capricorn too. So what can happen here is maybe there is a devil out there that you're dealing with, or someone obsessive that you're working together with. Seems like here the pathway opening can be maybe taking this person off of your back, which is another good signal, another good sign. Or if you have been like obsessing over something, maybe you have been working on something for a while too, finally the pathway, the doorways will be opening towards this thing, okay? Seems like I get that energy. In the beginning of the week, I see here two things. Initially, I saw a queen with this big gown and she's wearing this big hat. Kind of looks like one of those navy hats of Britain. Like the generals and the admirals and that kind of a thing. And I see two people under an umbrella here talking, speaking. If you take this as a captain, maybe a marriage, because I think the captains in the sea, they have the like official right to marry people. So this can be a captain marrying two people, or this can be the captain can indicate an official person, an official character that is actually bringing two people forming a partnership together. I see there's a young observer here which has a heart behind them. Okay, this can be even like a perspective, someone closer to you watching over this thing. And maybe there's another person who wants to offer you something. They have their heart open and they want to do business, or this can be business, this can be marriage, but they want to be involved in that, but they're left out in the cold, okay? So why are they standing there? I feel like they're going to actually gather up their courage and they're going to stand in front of you. Maybe you're going to have a conversation with this person very soon. And I'm saying because the pathway is opening afterwards, this is like the second day, the third day, the pathway opening. This can be like decision making as well. Maybe you're coming across from someone. This kind of looks like a car as well. Maybe you're traveling to somewhere with someone you love or someone you would like to do business with. Maybe you have a good idea that you're going to be presenting it to someone. And it seems like here a higher authority will be approving that. This can be official authority approving that. Or this can be like a divine authority as well, okay? But I feel like it's not going to be like a divine thing at the end of the day. It's not going to be like a miracle, the clouds are parting, that kind of energy. It is someone that is going to be actually maybe an authority, a governmental approval that you have been waiting for. Maybe you couldn't get for a while. You might be getting that kind of like an authority and approval. It doesn't have to be now. I'm thinking if this is a marriage situation, maybe you're waiting for approval from the one of the parents. Okay, can be that kind of like a situation as well, because a child's authority is their parents, and it doesn't really matter how old they get to. Like if they have like a regular structure of a family, the parents keep staying being the authority. What else? I saw like an elephant, baby elephant right there, right here. It's a beautiful little baby elephant. This is actually, I feel like, the source of unexpected income. Elephant, actually, they take a long period of time to develop, 24 months, I think. And afterwards, they grow slowly, but they are a massive symbol of prosperity and abundance and long-term stability. Seems like around this week, because it's a very light energy, light and bright, I'm gonna say this can show up as an idea as well. It doesn't have to be coming forward as specifically as this finding an elephant. Basically, this can be like the beginning, okay, because it's a baby elephant and it seems like it is going to have like a massive growth, okay, because when that idea appears, I even see someone actually coming up to you, running to you with an offer, with a cup in their hand. Cup indicates emotionally fulfilling new offer coming forward, and with that offer you're gonna be switching dimensions. You see even the colors here, darker gets lighter, and you're stepping into a calmer environment. Okay, the idea doesn't have to be something like outside, that something that you can't even imagine, outside of your thinking patterns. Idea can be something very simple, but when you follow it up, it can actually have like a great benefits for you. Okay, I even see a dog here. The dog can be indicative of someone loyal. So when you follow up, when you continue with this idea, it can be something very loyal to you. It can even attract people that are going to be extremely loyal to you as well. I see here a carriage. The carriage doesn't really have any, like a sleigh, maybe even doesn't have like any horses on the front. So you have a good idea. You have the machine. You're going to be finding the machine, maybe the material things to execute that. I see a blonde woman here, a woman with a lighter complexion. She has like a big hat above her head. This can be the person who's going to actually find you that sleigh dogs that you need in order to pick this off the floor. So it seems like here you have the materials, but you don't have the humans. Do not take the, like when I say the sleigh dogs, do not take it in like an offensive offensive. It is not what I mean. I mean the, like, think of the machine as material part of the work, and you need some people to pull it and get it carried to the final destination. That's actually like a metaphor I see here. So, and this women with the lighter complexion can be someone who's going to actually help you find these people to lift this thing off the floor. What's coming to me is like, today actually I cooked some pizza and for my youngers. So what happened is, now I'm thinking, Like you can have a pizza store, okay? You can have the restaurant, you can have the pizza oven, you can have the flour, the water, and the tomatoes, but if you don't have anybody in there to turn them into a pizza, that place cannot run, cannot make money, cannot produce energy, basically, okay? Cannot produce energy. Think of the money as energy as well. So for that, I feel like there's something's missing in what you're trying to build here. And if this is a business, this can be like a social media manager, because everything is running on the social media today. If this is like, if you're trying to find a new job or, upgrade or get this promotion that you're desiring, you need to talk to a person. Okay, you need to connect with a person who has the power and the capacity to do that. If you want to go to school, you have to apply and talk to the people that are actually registering, like doing whatever is the paperwork, necessary paperwork. I feel like that's the here what you need. And now, like, this is making much more sense to me. This official person we have, and then we have the false person. Okay, now this is like, now if you see this, you're gonna be telling me, okay, you see this doesn't have humans, the dogs actually pulling this carriage here, because I saw a carriage right there. Okay, so like this kind of reminded me of this carriage now, kind of like the shape. But I feel like here the change is coming forward. There's going to be things changing in your life, and the change can be from like with a motor carriage, you're going to be switching to maybe the dog carriage, the sleigh, and you might be going towards and talking to this thing with the false people. Maybe they're not going to have any help to you here, but the official people that are knowledgeable, their experience are going to be helping you very well. Okay, unexpected income. Okay, this can be like if you're going to a shark, for example, maybe you want to launch a new business. If you're going to a shark, this is telling you go to a place that you don't have to get stuck with an interest that you cannot pay. Go to a place that you can actually like claim the ethics of the business. Okay, you can say there's ethics that you need to be you're bound by. Okay, so it can be that deal also. Doesn't have to be specifically about business, can be about health even. I see that you're going to be entering into a beautiful crowd here. There's fire. Fire is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Can be someone adventurous, someone has a lot of fire. I see an angel here with a wing. This can be, this angel has a wand. The wand is magician energy. The magician can be a Gemini or a Virgo. Also, the wand is also fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But this person with the angel wings, I feel like they're not going to be someone who has that aggressive fire within them. They're going to be extremely gentle, okay? As far as I know, Aries are very intense. So this person is not going to be that kind of intense. So we can go with maybe a Leo. They like to enjoy life as well, but they're not as intense as Aries. I'm not saying Aries are intense. Like if you're Aries, maybe you're saying, oh, I'm really calm. Our sun sign not usually define us. That's why these readings are intended for sun, moon, rising signs that I'm going to be jumping into. And Venus signs. So like you might have some calmer moon, which can calm you down. Okay, calmer rising, which can actually create a milder effect on you. Okay, and I feel like those are all statistics as well. At the end of the day, what I see at the end of the week is there is actually seahorse, but the tail is looking like catching a fish. Seahorse can be, I see a male masculine figure as well, indicative of a masculine figure in your life that is actually having an opportunity in your life. The fish that they're catching is a massive financial support that they're going to be getting. And how is that going to be affecting you? Because the seahorse, the male ones, gives birth. This can be the person coming forward is actually going to affect your life in a very good manner, and they will be very gentle, loving, supportive to you, and they're going to be supporting you as well. Sometimes when I see the seahorse as a male character, as a seahorse, I interpret this as Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, mostly the Pisces, okay? Because yeah, Scorpio can be also a little bit like intense as well. not intense in the sense of like the Aries. Aries is like more adventurous, more like adrenaline guided, that kind of intense. But when you go to Scorpio, they're like emotionally very passionate. Okay, I feel like this person is going to be a little bit calmer in that sense. Let's get into your plate now. If you have a question, okay, there's a woman's face I see here. I will show you right away. You see the eye and the mouth. There's another male figure here. Eyebrows are closed. This woman is trying to hide this behind this person. But the truth is, this male character is much smaller than her. I see a letter H and V. V is a good sign. It's a victory. I see like another H here. H can be Harry. V can be Victoria. And like I keep seeing M, so Megan as well. I know, I don't know if you watch the Royals. Sometimes I like to read the gossip, what's happening there. Anyways, but I see this woman is actually much bigger than this person and trying to hide behind someone, but they're not going to be able to hide, first of all, if they do, because this person doesn't have the capacity to hide them. They're not big enough to hide them. And the second thing is, bigness can be physical, can be financial, can be another thing. The second thing is like she's so much bigger and powerful that she's not really realizing, okay? Because of the inner child, that's what I feel. Because when we are afraid or like we're in that fight, flight, freeze mode, we do not see how big we are or how powerful we are. That just runs like that, just drains out of our minds. That just leaves us. So there can be that kind of a situation that you're here. I said the feminine character I see doesn't have to be female, can be someone that now you're using your creativity, about this, your creativity, all the things that you have produced, maybe getting negative response, and that's why you're feeling small here. But it seems like you're much better and bigger, and I see right here ahead of a unicorn, you can see you have a massive gift that you can actually pull out, and that will clear the situation. This can be unicorn, can even be a person that was coming forward to help you. And now I see like a letter N here, N right under the head of the unicorn. And then see Nathan, Anna, maybe, with, let me think, another male name with A, and Enzo. I want to say Enzo. I know Kenzo. I think that's like a brand name. Yeah, why not, you know? So I feel like here the help will be coming. You don't have to worry anymore if that's the one that you're worried. If you have someone that is worried right now, like you can give them full support, because I feel like this person already has what it takes to make massive impact here, okay? You might come across this thing, the information coming forward around this week, towards the end of the week as well. Let's get to your plate now. If you have a question, a desire, an intention, hold it in your mind. Let's see what the answer is going to be for that one. I see a very strict here energy field that you have drawn. Okay, let's see. It's a quick yes. Whatever it is that you're asking for, it's coming really fast here, okay? And yeah, there's no obstacle in front of it. You see, it's flowing really, like, it's not like you need to try twice or some other pathway. It's not like that. It's just coming right away and keep flowing into your life. If you have like an idea of taking action towards an idea that you have, a positive thing that you want to accomplish, it's time to step towards it. Sometimes I see things, sometimes I read in the comments that other people see, and which can happen, okay? This is open, because the things that I see, I am intended to see for the collective what they need to hear, but you're probably seeing the things that what you need to know, okay? That can happen too. For example, I see a man here touching his like mouth with his hand, maybe like touching his chin and praying. There's a strict protection shield that you draw around this person. This can be someone, a father figure, a brother, someone you really want to connect with. And it seems like this person actually like praying right now. Okay. They're praying right now. and they're wearing a big cloak. Kind of reminded me of the Hierophant energy, Taurus energy. This can be a Taurus praying. Maybe they want to be coming into your life as well. That's what they're praying for. Okay, Hierophant is marriage. Maybe there is someone actually praying for you. If you would like to have a specific person in your mind, or want to have in your life, this can be a person praying for you. And now I'm thinking, when I said a person praying for you, doesn't have to be love, by the way. This can be like a person in need of your service. Maybe you're feeling like, okay, I am old, I cannot serve. Like sometimes I see in the comments, and please do not think of it that way. Just age is a number. Your skills, your existence, it's a blessing on this planet, okay? And it's a number, and you can do anything good when you put your mind to it. And I feel like there's someone actually praying here to meet someone like you. And I see that as soon as you meet, they're smiling. There's like a smiley faces that appears. So they're going to be really appreciated to work with you if you're looking for a new job, or if this is a person. But I see that the strict wall is actually surrounding this person. So when they come around, I feel like you're going to do that, like maybe not going to talk about it too much, not going to advertise it, because you might be afraid of the evil eye or negative energies. So it seems like here that's going to be a very good move. And I see there's another goat here. And rabbit indicates long-term stability, consistency, growth, because they multiply really fast. Goat is the stubbornness, so you might have to keep going with this thing. And finally, I see here the man with a bag on his back. He has a ring in his hand, and I see kind of like a woman's head with a Nefertiti. I think the Nefertiti is kind of like a name, like a lady or lord, because that's what I thought, like the Caesar was actually like the name of the person. Then I found out Julius Caesar, Augustus Caesar, and also Marcus Aurelius. They were all like Caesar. Caesar means Kaiser, actually like a king back in Rome. So Nefertiti is something like that as well, I think. I'm not 100% sure, by the way. If you know it clearly, you can comment down below, and I'll definitely read all of your comments. I see this is the Fool energy, new beginning in Libra, packing up his little bag. We have a little fish on the back too. When you move consistently towards your goal, and maybe you're going to be meeting with someone who has a great blessing for you, this will set you off to a new course. And this person is following you. I feel like vice versa. It can be vice versa. Either you're finding your queen here, or you're finding, like, you're becoming the queen that you are, embodying that energy. As soon as you do, this person is coming right after you. They're going to be taking a leap of faith, and you will launch a new relationship, okay? Relationship can be love, but also I feel like this can be like a partnership, new business idea, maybe starting in a new company, or like a changing locations. It can be indicative of those things as well, okay? All right, my beautifuls, that's all for the coffee cup. I'm going to be moving into your individual signs. I'm going to do elements this week. So check the description box below, or the first comment, and you can find your thing over there. And if that's all you're watching, thank you for being here. I truly appreciate it. Don't forget to give this one a thumbs up and hit subscribe to join the beautiful soul community. I wish you all a magical week. Hello, my beautiful Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading for the week ahead. Let's see what's coming for you. What are the messages and guidance? Ace of Cups is a beautiful new beginning. This is actually usually symbolizes romantic new beginnings, but this can also be something that you are romantically attached as well. Usually carries a lot of spiritual healing, spiritual new beginnings. And I feel like here, when you feel good, when you feel the peacefulness, joyfulness here, this will attach itself to a massive wealth as well, maybe a source of abundance and prosperity. We have the Hierophant here, massive authority figure. You can see this can be a Taurus coming your way, and I know that Aries can get along with Taurus very well. Like when we look at the couples, the celebrity couples, for example, Beckham's are Aries and Taurus. So another thing here, this can be someone who's going to bring spiritual guidance into your life. So maybe as a Sagittarius or a Leo, you're looking for guidance or a leader to follow, can be the guidance for you. Or maybe you're becoming the guidance in this spiritual light for many, can be symbolizing that as well. Another thing with the Hierophant energy coming right after the Ace of Cups, because it symbolizes the authority figure, this can be also marriage, okay? Because like the authority is actually taking hold of the marriage nowadays, that we need to get some approval from them. This can also symbolize that finding the true love and marriage coming forward. I know this is like a weekly reading intended for the next 7 days, but this can be something, the effects of this new thing coming forward will actually have a long-term stability in your life. We had the Five of Swords. You might be going into a war. I'm going to get some clarifiers from this tea leaf cards. Maybe this is, I feel like this is two separate events happening here. Something that you would love to be a part of. Maybe getting approval from that. Maybe finding a new job. A Hierophant can also symbolize that as well. But now here, Five of Swords is going at war and winning at all cost. This can also be maybe you're choosing a challenge, okay? Choosing a challenge or walking into an environment that you think you have to fight. But Five of Swords also has a warning there. There's a better way. You can maybe handle things in a better tactical way rather than just going with a sword and trying to fight with everyone. I don't mean in the literal sense. This can be in the metaphorical sense. Maybe you're feeling like everybody is an opponent here, but it seems like because one of them actually turned their back on walking away. Maybe some people are there for a reason and they're just going to be leaving very soon. Okay, keep that in mind. This can be like at workplace or maybe even in relationships as well. Okay. Death is actually the fight and the sun. I thought I pulled the sun card when I saw the sun here, but on the bottom we have the sun. So the death actually symbolizes a structure that doesn't work anymore. And I feel like this is about maybe your attitude towards the things that are coming forward. There is a better way that you can handle the situation in your hand, and the Scorpio energy, death energy is actually an ending coming forward, but that ending is not going to bring misery, but it is going to bring the sunshine into your life. And the shadow side is the sun as well. It's like a double approval here. Basically, you're going to take charge of a situation. You're going to bring that into your life. There's going to be a lot of optimism and optimistic, new, good, positive results will be showing off. Okay, so if something is like crumbling down and not really working, a structure going into a process that you're not really enjoying, don't worry about it. Trust the unknown, because it seems like here this is going to actually bring a lot of positive opportunities into your life. Let's see the clarifiers. I finally got these tea leaf cards. They actually have a beautiful booklet. And they basically, in the book, look, I take a look at it. It has the same structure in the system that I read the cards as well. The coffee cup. Okay, if you're wondering how I do it. And I also, like, it's not only me, like in the family, I also had like this Arabic friends when I was growing up, like neighbors. I got influenced by them as well. And I saw in the book there's their influences as well. Like I see sometimes in the comments people say like my grandmother is Greek, but I'm not influenced by Greek. This is like the Turkish and Arabic version of the coffee cup reading I'm influenced by. Okay, let's go. Fly, a period of ill health and depression. Okay, this is coming forward with the Ace of Cups, and I feel like here I'm gonna go with the healing part of it. So you might be going through this kind of like I said, like something that is going to emotionally and physically satisfy you coming forward. I interpret it in the love sense because that's the Cups energy is most of the time, but I feel like here you're healing through something. And depression, ill health can be also something maybe you have gone through in the past, a negative experience. Now this is coming to an end, okay? It's something, a beautiful development happening. I even see a W. I feel like this may be in the writer's name, but still W is a win here, a good win, which will, no, actually this is like this is the signature. He doesn't have the W in there. W here we can interpret it in the sense of this is a big win for you. You're going to overcome this, whatever it is that actually upset you, okay? Let's pull up another card for the Hierophant energy. We have a Whale, great worry over nothing. Okay, so it can be like there, the interpretation of the writer of it went with the whale is actually a negative thing, but usually I interpret the whale, the sea creatures, are a very good positive omens. So this Hierophant can be someone who's a whale, maybe someone extremely wealthy, accessible, calm, quiet, helpful, and this person might be actually in an anxiety position, and I feel like you're going to be the solution to them. And maybe the thing that you're discovering here to how to overcome your emotions will be guidance for them. This can even be like creating a new modality to heal people, show them how to heal themselves mentally, spiritually. And it seems like here you have someone with a lot of power. The whale is someone a lot of power, and you will be sharing something with them. You will, I don't feel like this is going to be sharing the worry with them, sharing the peace with this person. We have a woman, dealings or relationships with a woman, okay, 5 of Swords here. So maybe you are being in a defensive mood because you're dealing with a woman. 10th is the temporary situation here. So this is going to pass, okay? If you are in competition, or if you have someone that you have to defeat in order to grab what you need to grab, this can be maybe a compensation that you're trying to get and somebody's on the way. But this is a temporary situation. It seems like here the situation is going to pass really fast, and this is like air energy. This person can be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and this energy will pass very soon. It's not going to last forever, so you don't have to put a lot of like thinking through. I feel like here another thing, the answer will show up, okay? When you do not really focus all your energy on there, the answer will come forward lightly, so you don't have to fight this battle, okay? Let's see what the Death actually symbolizes. News is on the way. Bird flying, okay? So do we have any birds here? We don't really have any birds in the picture, but birds usually indicates in a coffee cup as well, news coming forward. And we have dolphin, financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. It seems like here you're closing a chapter in your life and you're moving on to a very optimistic new future. And maybe this thing that happened with the women, there's a temporary situation that you had to fight for what's yours. We have like a V. The tail of the bird looks like a V here, victory basically, 3 V's, and 3 5s also, 5 5 5. It's basically like an approval from the universe. Seems like you're very good news coming forward for you very soon, okay? The ending is not really going to bring you despair. It is going to actually clarify certain things, maybe put an end to what's happening, okay, in your life. Let's see, I separated these because this has like the months here. Let's see when this good news coming forward for you here. Let's pull up a month card, because like I said, even though this is intended for weekly, maybe whatever that you're going through will end up in this June, okay? We see a beautiful angel here tending the beautiful flowers. Seems like June time is the time for this blessing showing up in your life. Let's pull more cards. What you can do in this situation. What is the guidance? Angels, spirits, and guides, please show me what my fire signs needs to know. We had a secret pool here. What I see overall, that you need to be resting. You don't have to be rushing into things, okay? You see she's inside of her emotions here, that first you need to heal yourself. Then the universe, the whole universe will arrange itself. You don't have to just, overwork. The whole universe will arrange itself to fit with your needs and actually come forward for your emotional needs, okay? the message as well. We have the Christ coming forth. Open the door to the kingdom of heaven. Another advice coming forward. I don't know if you're believing in the creator of all that is. I feel like here, resting, connecting with the higher powers that will be supporting you fully, and like praying. Okay, praying can be the way. It doesn't matter which religion you are, or if you're atheist. It is about like actually connecting with the higher powers of the universe. Okay, it's not only like cursing the moment and going into that loophole, deep rabbit hole of depression. Rather than going into that, just seeing the positive and staying in the positive and staying in the hopefulness. Basically, that's what the God is, that gives us hope every single day. Okay, so staying in that hopefulness, and also resting and just you know, resting your body, mind, meditating, praying, and being in that calm mindset. We have polar bear because of their nature, of like water nature, indicates usually someone very strong, powerful, with strong characteristics, but also they're connected with emotional intelligence. They have a very high EQ. Basically, we have a Scorpio here, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio coming forward. This person can be someone. Even dolphin is like a water creature here. A water sign connects you with the higher abundance and the wealth. Okay, stand up for yourself and speak your truth respectfully and compassionately, with no attachment to outcome. I feel like sacred pool is also proving that as well. Like, you have to defend your territory around this week and speak for what you're desiring, what you're worthy of, and also calmly, respectfully, compassionately, not getting involved with other people's drama. Okay, right, my beautifuls, that's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, don't forget to give this one a thumbs up, and if you want to see more of these, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I wish you all a magical day. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Welcome to your detailed reading here. If you have a specific question in your mind, the answers will be much more clearer. I'm connecting with my angels, spirits, and guides to guide me through the answers that you need to know at this moment. Let's go. Seven of Wands. Maybe you're drawing a wall in front of you. You're defending your territory regarding a subject. I'm going to get some clarifiers too, which will end up bringing you massive success. This is Six of Wands, is all about victory. Maybe what you need to do is, yes, stand behind your decisions. If there's someone actually trying to violate your territory, you have to stand behind your decisions. You have to protect it. You have to do more of like an activism here to exercise your rights. Okay, this can be about a relationship. Maybe you are in a relationship that you're not really expressing yourself. Instead of being responsive, you're being defensive or offensive. Okay, but there is a better way to handle the situation. You can be very tactful, and compassionate while you're approaching the situation. And empathy is very important as well. And at the end of the day, Six of Wands is going to be your victory. You're going to gain massive victory if you're being tactical here, okay? So this can be about work. Maybe you're dealing with a colleague who has like a big personality. They're trying to interrupt you all the time, and you want to defend yourself with their attitude, okay? The big personality may be a loud person, and you're reflecting them, mirroring them. That can end up, first of all, damaging your integrity and making you feel bad about yourself. But if you go into this situation tactfully, maybe even talk to a person on a higher level, that can actually intervene in the situation. But whatever it is, whatever makes you feel good, the pathway you actually edge out for yourself will lead you to a victory. I don't want to specify what this is because this can be different for every single one, okay? Person. We have a king. This is actually, I want to say king, but he is actually a page of coins, okay? A new energy. This can be a new job, new love, new fulfilling beginnings. Page of coins, page of pentacles is someone, can be your energy as well, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. also someone very aligned with you. Okay, someone who has um same energy, or maybe someone who is organized, knowledgeable, enthusiastic, as well as someone who has plans for the future, rather than compared to the Page of Wands, which is a fiery energy, adventurous, careless, and maybe even a little bit blunt time to time. Page of Pentacles is not someone like that. Very structured, very knowledgeable. So it seems like either you're going to be meeting this person, or your new victory will attract this person into your life in a very reasonable way. Two of Wands is all about planning for the future, because it seems like with the Three of Wands, there's going to be new adventure coming forward. Right after this, you will get the Three of Wands. So start planning, because when this person comes through, this can be about love as well. A new love, a new stable relationship showing up for you after your victory, or relationship can be at the work, maybe getting the promotion that you desire. Start planning for the future. If you keep focusing on the now, and focusing on the now is good, because it keeps us aligned with what we want. If you go future pacing or past, analyzing the past, we get stuck in those timelines. If you are living in the moment, you can actually plan future in a better way. Planning doesn't mean go live there. It means that have a to-do list, basically, in the simplest form. We have here a dark woman, Seven of Wands here. If you guys have, by the way, Libra, Gemini, the first one, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius in your chart, okay? We had a lot of women with the energy of Five of Swords, like a war energy. So if you have it in your chart, go ahead and check that reading too, because you might get like some information out of there as well. This person putting you in a place of defense can be someone, a dark woman, dealings or relationships with a woman with dark complexion or hair, okay? Let's see. Okay, pleasure with a close friend, dog close up. What will get you out of the situation is, like the Six of Wands is actually, instead of hanging out with someone who doesn't give you the pleasure, go ahead and spend some time with that person, that friend that gives you pleasure, okay? Because I feel like they will have the answer to your questions. This can be a pleasure, maybe the person that you get along with. If this is a work situation, if this is a neighbor that keeps bothering you all the time, and you're trying to find a solution with them, this is telling you, do not do that. The solution is with somebody else, somebody who gives you pleasure, makes you feel good, somebody who maybe even loyal to you, have loyalty towards you, okay? Hang out with that person that will bring you that victory that you want, because you don't know which that person who are they connected to. Maybe they're connected to someone that will be the solution to your problem, okay? With the Page of Pentacles, we have money or property through an inheritance, winning, or a windfall coming forward. Yes, this is actually a very good clarifier here, this card, because this can be like three different things. Maybe a new education for you, or meeting someone who wants to have a strong relationship or stable relationship, or this can be a new money, property, a new car, a new home, education opportunity. It can be that. And it seems like here this is actually symbolizing wealth coming through, okay? And maybe inheritance is actually happens after a sad event, so we can go with like a windfall, a winning opportunity coming your way, okay? But if you are dealing with an inheritance issue, that can be also resolving with the boat here, with the Page of Pentacles energy, okay? And you are the Page of Pentacles, so you might be the one receiving that big golden coin right there. Let's see what the Two of Wands have. Well, family wishes come true. So seems like here you might start the week in a very defensive way with a person, but you're going to find a solution through a friend. Along the way, I feel like here you're going to start getting some signals and signs about money coming through. And when you start planning what you will do with it, he's holding the world in his hand. So you're going to have the world in your hand. And when you start planning about it, the wishes will come forward. Maybe the news are going to come first, and then you're going to receive the money, or the money will come first, then you need to start planning what to do with this, okay? Because this is going to be your wish fulfillment. If you want to go travel the world, which Two of Wands energy has, if you want to go travel the world, yes, go ahead and start making plans. First, would you go? Where would you stay? What would you eat? Okay, if that's the case. If you want to open up a business, what kind of business you would like to open up? What would you want to serve people? Or what would be the product that you're going to advertise? Let's see this final the month of the year. We have January. We're almost there. That can be the timeline for this, the family wishes coming true, showing up in your life. Okay, let's get to more of your cards here. I have the Enchanted Map Oracle. Let's see. Two Wands to come forward. We have the healing, the ouch, and movement. There you go. Very clear messages here, guys. You have 28, 38. 8 is the material satisfaction, long-term stability, structure. And when you flip the 8, it is actually the symbol of eternity, as you can see here. First of all, heal the ouch goes through with this person, that dark women, and this defensiveness might be coming because coming to surface because of maybe a person that you used to hang out with. This person hurt you, treated you badly, and broke your spirit. This can be someone like that, and this is basically telling you this is in the past now. It's not going to serve your future. Hating on someone who's not in your life anymore, or maybe exists in your life but not in your a close circle. Like, you don't have to see this person every single day, and even if you have to see it, you can turn the things around. I feel like you can actually make it clear that you don't have to see this person anymore. And it seems like here the healing will be coming forward, and you see there's a person right here helping you heal too. When you have the intention to heal what has happened in the past, seems like here you're going to get all the support that you need to heal that. Movement is coming right afterwards. It just fell right after that. So when you even have the intention to forgive, let go, forgiveness doesn't mean, okay, I forgive you, go ahead and come back and do the same thing again. Forgiveness means actually releasing it completely. The feeling, the idea, carrying the hurt, carrying the resentment. That's forgiveness, actually just letting all those feelings go. It doesn't mean you have to let this person enter back into your life, okay? You can be neutral towards them, and maybe you can be pushing them away and not ever seeing them again. Or the situation. Doesn't have to be specifically a person, because we have a dark woman here. That's why I interpret it as a person here. Right after that, when you have the intention to let it go, the movement starts to happen. The things are going to accelerate here. We have a windmill. Windmill is where you actually turn the wheat into the flour so you can make bread to eat. Basically, you see from the desert of the despair, they're moving into this beautiful, is this ocean right there? I feel like this is ocean and grassy fields, like the happiness and the optimism and the beautiful new abundance, wealth and prosperity that you're going to be moving on to. We have a feather here. Actually, one of my cats brought me this feather this morning. I didn't even wash it. I'm going to wash it later. So I want to keep it here. We have a feather coming forward with the number 8 again, which is material satisfaction. You have many 8s here. What do we have? 6 and 2. We have 8, 7 and 8, okay? Like, you need to step up, basically. Step up away from where you are. This calling card from the unicorns tells you that they are near. Basically, you're being watched over and protected. And somebody, like an angel, spirits, and guides are always behind you, always guiding you. So if you have like an impulse coming to you that you want to do something which maybe has nothing to do with what you do all day, go ahead and follow that inspiration, because it seems like that will guide you to this wishing well opportunity. We have platypus. The other day I was trying to remember the name of the platypus. Platypus is actually a very strange animal. I think they're mammals, but they can also lay eggs. And mammals do not usually never lay eggs, as far as I know. But platypus does. It is like against the nature. Okay, so there's something that you need to do here against your own nature. This doesn't mean do something negative against your nature. This is something positive that you would never do against your nature. This can be maybe you are over sacrificing yourself and doing something that will for you, something for you. Or maybe it's the other way around. You always actually have the intention to serve yourself. Maybe this time around you have the intention to serve others, okay? Like change the things in a very drastic way here. Stop complaining and focus your attention on the blessing in your life, okay? And this can also be something like that as well. If that's the case with you, turn this around. If you're focused on someone not doing their job in a correct way and bringing you down, turn this around, turn the script around, because like blessings are coming like galloping towards you basically, but your focus is very important here too, okay, to receive those blessings. All right, my beautifuls, that's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, don't forget to give this one a thumbs up, and if you want to see more of these, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I wish you all a magical day. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for the week. We're going to be diving deeper here. If you have a specific question, desire, and intention, please hold on to that. Keep that in your mind. So we can get the clear answers for it. Angel, spirits, and guides. 7 of Wands. What's under it? 7 of Wands came forward with the air energy. If you have air in your chart, go ahead and watch that one. You're defending something. You're defending your territory here, or you have but in your case, I feel like this is not only defense. You have a precognition. You have a prejudice against something, okay? And that is causing you to actually get stuck where you are, okay? And to get out of that situation, like the Hanged Man, he had here an epiphany and understanding. You see the halo around his head. He is actually changing his perspective, changing the ways he sees things. Then you are going to be able to move on from what's holding you back, okay? So if there's a situation not working in your life, maybe you're applying for something, you're not getting the answer back, or you're looking for a job, you're not getting the reply back, and maybe you're feeling like there's something wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with you here, okay? Something is, the perspective is not right. So maybe, I'm going to go with a job example. If you keep applying, but your CV or resume is not really up to date, or it's not really what the recruiter is looking for, even though recruiters, they state what they're looking for on their job ads, okay? Maybe you're not really incorporating all those things that you have done in the past that will be very attractive to those people. There is something that you have to do here, okay? It's in your hands. This can be also changing your perspective about if this is an inheritance that you're waiting for, a legal paperwork that you're waiting for. Maybe too much energy exerted into this thing is actually preventing it to come to you. We have the defensiveness here. Okay, it is good to protect your territory, which you have already created, but you might have to allow some other information to come in as well. The other information that will appear when the student is ready, the master will appear. This can be learning something new or looking into other details about the case, maybe grabbing the case file and reading it if that's like you're dealing with like a case file. Or if you're looking for a home and you're feeling like this is my budget, I cannot go higher than that. Okay, I don't want to be in a certain environment, in a certain neighborhood. This is telling you like there is something you can do here. This will change your perspective 100% and bring the momentum that you need, okay? So start asking for the questions. Usually I say, okay, there's a person this and that happening, but in this one, it seems like you have control. You don't know what it is yet, but we're going to be clarifying with the tea leaf here. There's a moment of decision coming forward. We have a crescent moon here. This can be, crescent moon usually symbolizes legal accomplishment, legal things, because the crescent moon actually first was a symbol of the Byzantine Empire, which is Roman Empire. Byzantine Empire nowadays is the first structural system that has like a government, laws and lawyers and that kind of a thing. That's why when you see this crescent moon, It is actually like symbolizing that kind of structure, the government. Seems like this your situation can be with an authority, that you're dealing with maybe an authority figure. I don't think this is romantic. So this authority figure you need to make a decision about this, okay? Either go towards the authority or against the authority. I don't recommend going against the authority, or maybe this is a job opportunity. You have one in the government, one in the private sector. You have to make a decision here, okay? You have to decide. And maybe the government has better benefits but doesn't have the highest pay, and the other thing has the less benefits but higher pay. Whatever that your situation is, whatever that your needs are initially, you need to consider that. I know this is very specific. This can even be flying to one country or another, choosing one job over another, or maybe being with one person with compared to another. But you need to just choose something that makes sense for you, okay? And yeah, I feel like that's when you're gonna have this hangman energy, epiphany, understanding, then the momentum, the stones basically start rolling down. The Three of Cups, there you go. As soon as you make this decision, I feel like you don't even have to wait for the result. The celebration, the opportunity, this victory will show up. I see like the victory VV here. That's actually a big victory. So the moment that you make the decision, make your mind up, the universe will actually bring down the flood of abundance into your life. We have here, I'm going to cover her up a little bit. We have here the Strength card. You're going to be taming a big lion. Basically, you're going to overcome the challenge. The first card's effect will actually lower down. They're not going to be like a big problem anymore, because you're going to be in a very powerful position and situation. You're not going to mind what has happened. Let's see the clarifiers here. I'm using the tea leaf. By the way, I just got these. These are actually 2011. First copyrighted, so they are an old system. But the thing is, the teaching is very similar with the coffee cup that I do. Okay, so you have been defending your territory. There has been a pause in your energy. Maybe the things you didn't really went the way you really want them to be, but now is the time. This is actually the ending of the situation, ending of the pause. The good news are coming forward with the ear here. I feel like this is a weekly reading. This week you might receive the good news finally. This can be the dropping point of the things here. Let's see what the Two of Swords. We have an archway. New opportunities, possibilities, and pathways opening up. I'm like on point today. Like this is about, I don't feel like it's about love. Like initially I felt like it's about something, maybe a work, an opportunity, maybe a move, because we have the pathway 2 here, and you're crossing over the archway, which is a very optimistic, new, good thing coming ahead for you, okay? And if you excuse me for a second, my cat come through and I had to let her in. I'm sorry about that. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, let's see, what did she pick for you here? Hand, in need of help, assistance, or guidance. Okay, Three of Cups makes much more sense right now. The opportunity is coming forward for you, beautiful. And then you're going to have the celebration, and the celebration is not only going to be limited to just party. I feel like people coming together, the friends, family, and all the loved ones will be coming together and give you the hand, give you the assistance and the guidance that you need at that moment, okay? This can be even like the new opportunity coming your way. You're packing up, moving on. Maybe while you're packing up, they're helping you out there, or if you need financial support in order to move on, they'll be there to support you as well. With the Strength card, we have the Torch, spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. So this is not going to be in vain. Like whatever that you're creating here is bringing you like an understanding, maybe even an upgrade. I feel like spiritual development is attached to abundance as well, because the more you know yourself, the more you understand the structure of the abundance of the universe, how it's actually delegated, and the more you can create in your life. I feel like that's what's coming forward here for you too. Let's see, I want to pull up a month card. And let's see when this torch is going to show up in your life. It's a lot of fire, by the way. This can be even a Leo coming into your life and showing you the pathway as well. And maybe someone with a leadership energy. We have the March here. I think these are lilies. The purple is the color of royalty, high quality. So it seems like your quality of your life is going to be increasing with this new good news, okay? Which is a beautiful thing. It doesn't mean there's not an ending to the quality. Don't think of the quality as the luxury. Quality is actually, think of it like the food. I don't really have any earth on my chart, but when I say quality, I think of the food, okay? You can go to the highest, most expensive restaurant, but you cannot find the quality food there. They might have like a little plate with like a one dot of one P in the middle, but because they take it as an art, because the culinary is an art, they say, okay, this is $1,000. But you can go to like a Philly cheesesteak restaurant and you can have the best cheesesteak ever for maybe like $10, $15. Okay, so it doesn't, food usually, the quality of the food really changes according to what the cook wants to create and how they want to serve. You know, that's what the quality is. It's not related to the highest, most expensive thing when it comes to that. You can see that in the handbags as well. Like I used to design handbags too. And like you can design a handbag with good quality leather and in a very good factory for a very cheap price. But we see nowadays that highest brands that they're actually making with the cheapest quality leather, with the cheapest things, the linings that they can use, and they're selling it for like 3,000, 4,000 euros for those bags because they're putting a brand on it. Okay, so quality is different than the price ticket basically. Protecting treasure. So very good, very good card here. You see the mushrooms indicate that you are up for a beautiful abundance coming your way, and but after you receive it, there's going to be snowstorm, like a rainstorm coming forward. Rainstorm doesn't have to wash away what you have already planted. It can grow it, but if you can protect the treasure that you have in your hand. You might not have the treasure right now. This is also another indicator. There's a treasure coming your way, new opportunity coming to you. You're going to receive a lot of help. A new fire will be burning in your heart. You're going to have another passion coming up ahead. But after this comes forward, do not let people to basically bring you down, bring this down or put it down. This can be a relationship. Maybe you're going to have someone that you never dated before coming into your life, and people are going to be saying like, okay, oh, I don't like the vibe of him. But if you have a different experience, it's worth protecting. Okay, protect the treasure in your hand. This can be, like I said, a friend, a person, but I feel like it's more about what you already learned from a situation as well. Okay, what you already learned, because it's coming up with the Hangman energy. Your perspective is going to change, and holding on to that perspective can be also protecting your treasure as well. That's your gain. That's your message coming from your angels, spirits, and guides. Okay, hold on to it. We have intuition. There you go. I feel like that's your treasure as well. Your treasure is your intuition. You are a water sign and you have a very high intuition, and you might get some inner messages. Listen to your wisdom, inner wisdom basically. And we have a gold globe here, golden bowl, which is your treasure, and listening to that is going to be extremely important this time around while the messages comes forth. Let's see a final card here. What your spirit guide, spirit animal wants you to know. If you see this animal, doesn't have to be face to face, can be on TV, know that you're on the right path. We have a kiwi. Is this okay? Walrus and kiwi. Okay, let's see. Kiwi suggests do a walking meditation each day for the next week. Walking meditation is basically contemplating on the things, or maybe even trying to empty your mind, focusing on the trees and the clouds and the stones on the pathway, rather than just focusing on what's bothering you, okay? And if you see these animals on TV, even know that you're on the right pathway. Walrus, remain vigilant about the current situation. Pay attention to signs and omens and let them dictate your choices. Intuition, basically, follow your intuition. Intuition is gut feeling. And when you feel the intuition mostly in your gut, if it's in your throat, it is probably fear. But if it's in your gut, It is your intuition guiding you towards what you need to do. Follow that. Even maybe there's someone you really love, when they come around, you're feeling that gut feeling. Maybe, put some distance in between them. Or when you come together with someone, you're feeling amazing. Maybe spend more time with that person. That will be guiding you towards where you need to be, okay? All right, my beautifuls, that's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, don't forget to give this one a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of these, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I wish you all a magical day. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. Welcome to your reading. Let's see what are the messages showing up for you for this week. What you need to know right now. If you have a specific question, a desire, and intention, it's good to focus on that so you can get clear messages. And angel spirits and guides, please guide me through. Yeah, there you go, the Joker. We have the Joker here because it's a term that they translated it. This is actually the Fool, the new beginning. Okay, so the Joker word actually symbolizes here the lightness of the energy, the new beginning energy. So whatever you have in your hand, approach it with a light mindset. Okay, do not go into it very intensely. It seems like here, this time around, this next 7 days and following days, this is going to come to you very lightly. So do not stress yourself out. If that's the attitude you have, do not have this intense energy. Just have a light energy around it. This indicates this can be also a Libra coming into your life, and you're a Libra. Maybe you're starting something new. We have the rose here, the beauty of the things that you're stepping in, and there's a beautiful companion actually right next to you. This can be someone who will be fully supporting you in this endeavor. I'm going to pull some tea leaves here, tea leaf cards, to get more clarity to what this means for you. We have here the Hangman also. So I feel like here, this is two options. Like when you go into this lightly, it's going to proceed. You're going to proceed well. The Hangman also might be a little pause along the pathway to change your perspective about the situation. First example pops into my head. In front of my eyes, I see like here, this candles lighted up. I'm going to go with the example of a candle business. Maybe you have like a certain mindset of a candle business and you want to actually do something in a certain way. It seems like here, when you first step into the unknown, take steps towards it, you're going to come across an information, knowledge, maybe something that will change your perspective fully, that you will pause the process and maybe readjust your current situation. This can be the formula of the candles. I see like this, like a blurred, glossy candle cups that the candles are burning, like 7, 8 candles in front of me burning, like in my, that's like a vision coming to me. So maybe you're going to change the design, the outside design. It doesn't have to be this is, I know this is a general reading, and this is doesn't have to be specifically you're into candle business. It can be even maybe something different. Another thing with the candle, they indicate wish fulfillment, the wish is coming true. So some of your wishes might come true along the way. If you have like a list of wishes, that can change your perspective as well. Maybe you're trying to find a job or trying to buy a home where you are, but there's going to be a much better opportunity will be offered in a much better environment in another city. So you have to maybe pack up and move on to that place. And that can pause you on your track because of searching for a place to buy. Okay, like have a light energy and open perspective. We have, yes, the opportunities are galloping towards you. We have the Knight of Wands. This can be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, an adventurous new personality rushing into your life, but I feel like this is more about opportunity coming forward, okay, very soon. The sun is shining. Everybody got the sun, basically. All, like, not everybody, but all the 3 of suits. I cannot remember which one right now. They got the sun, which is the optimism. So if you have any of the signs in your chart, go ahead and watch those ones as well to get like a full picture. It seems like here at the end of the day, even though you have a little bit like a hiccups on the way to change your perspective and change the things, that the way you see things, it is going to bring a lot of optimism and clarity into your life. Whatever that you're taking steps towards will bring a lot of hope, optimism, positive opportunities. I kind of see here roses on the background. Roses mean love. Can even bring some love into your life. The pyramids here, someone actually asked what my little trinkets actually mean. Maybe if you enjoy to hear that, I can explain it in one different video. I have 3 pyramids here. Pyramids has like a very high energy. These are organite pyramids, by the way. They actually clean the energy space and ward off radiation. That kind of like, it's not really scientifically proven yet, but it has its own effects. So yeah, that's why I keep them. And we have 3 pyramids here. Basically, think of it this way. There's a massive passion coming into your life, and it is not going to have any negative aspect to it. It is going to have a very protective energy with the pyramids here. We had a tiger doing something risky, taking a chance, aligning with the Joker here, the Joker with the Fool energy. Basically, you are going to change the pathway, okay, the way you do things. Like it applies to, I see like many people doing things nowadays. We actually keep following the same pathway, and it becomes redundant after a while. If that's where you are right now, maybe you keep walking the same pathway right now. This is basically telling you, I want to pull another one, the elephant. Change your pathway, okay? Doing something risky is going to bring you that abundance, wealth, opportunity, prosperity that you're looking for. The risky doesn't mean that get rid of everything in your hand, just be nomad. It doesn't mean that. It means just secure yourself first, and then you can actually incorporate different things, different ideas that you have into your life, and that will actually bring you long-term physical prosperity, opportunities, and I feel like maybe even mental growth as well. The elephant in the coffee cup, when I see them, I interpret them as actually financial security, long-term stability, massive good luck coming into your life. This says a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. Okay, it just, this is tea leaf, so it has the tea leaf effects on there as well. So when you take this long pathway as the Fool here, you're going to be heading off to like taking a risk, basically taking a chance, and that will give you a lot of, bring you a lot of information, a lot of wisdom, as well as with the elephant's energy. I feel like you're going to be collecting a lot of wealth and opportunity, prosperity as well. Hangman, we have the bat. Take care. Enemies are working against you. Enemies, you can take it in a physical sense, or maybe like human beings that are your enemies working against you. It can be that. That's why maybe you have to change your perspective, change the way you do things. You need to develop a new strategy here. This can also be your mind being the enemy. You might be thinking, okay, how is my mind going to be the enemy here? Maybe your mind is working against you because you are stepping outside of your comfort zone. That's what happens. Subconscious actually is not pushes against the things it's not familiar with. This can apply to relationships. Maybe you have been through in very hard relationships, and that's the environment that you grow up. When you come across with something very easy, your subconscious will push against it as hard as it can. So be aware of that. That can be your own mind working against you as well. I have a jug here, lighthearted, carefree time. So if you're dealing with the enemies working against you, how you can overcome that? Lighthearted, carefree time. Taking care of yourself is very important. And I feel like you might be feeling, how is it going to beat the enemy here when I'm lighthearted and carefree? What happens is the best ideas, the best inspirations, the best solutions comes through when you're feeling lighthearted and carefree, when you're feeling content, happy. Then you get that beautiful new inspiration, that spark of joy just pops up in your head, that beautiful new idea comes through. So in order to get over that situation of hangman, the pause, maybe the enemy energy, make sure that you're spending some time with yourself and spending that time very lightly, okay? We have a rat here with the wand energy. Okay, what's going on, guys? Someone working against you behind your back. Rat is actually, because they're like a like small creatures, not all of them, but they symbolize lying, stealing, cheating. And this can be this fire sign working against you behind your back. But I don't really feel like if you do not allow anyone, anyone can do to you. Okay, let's see. Okay, kite, vacation. This doesn't really, okay, let's do one more. So this can be maybe you're overworking yourself, okay? Time to get out of a situation. Yeah, exactly. Pale. We have here the Wands energy is fire energy. You're too passionate about the thing that you have in your hand. And this is suggesting that when you're lighthearted and carefree, when you are approaching things in a very emotional, in a very loving sense, you're going to be able to overcome the situation really fast. But you might come across people working against you in this position, in the situation. The best way to deal with it, not just go head on, okay? You're a light energy, you're air energy. So it is good to cultivate that intellectual part of yourself, analyze the situation, see what you can do, what you cannot do at this moment, and do those things. Vacation is basically taking a break from the things that you're focusing on 100%. It's time to get out of the situation when you're feeling like, okay, I should not be moving on any further than this with this person, in this environment. It is good to get out of there, okay? Because the sun is coming up here with a mountain, major challenge to overcome, that you're overcoming this major challenge with optimism and positive thinking. I know this sounds a little like too much of that wishy-washy attitude, but because the sun is optimism, we have a table and hard work ahead. An ear, and the good news will be coming forward. I feel here this is actually the results of what has happened. You're head off to a new adventure that actually brought you a lot of knowledge and wisdom. Along the way, you have been dealing with a lot of negative people. Negative people can be surrounding you, maybe in the family structure, that they don't really have a vision for the future. And or even if they have it, they don't really understand what you're doing here. So you need to move on, move away. This doesn't have to be family, can be also close friends too. And time to get out of the situation, maybe that partnership that you have with them. The optimism is coming forward because you have put a lot of, you overcome a lot of challenges, you put your hard work in, and you are actually right about to hear the good news. So if you are about to give up, if you're like fed up with what's happening, it's time to just, do not conversate your plans with the ones that are actually pouring acid onto them. And also approach the situation lightly because you're about to hear the good news coming your way, okay? I want to see when this good news are going to show up in your life. Let's see. Let's pull up a month and see. May. May is the timeline when the cherry blossoms are coming forward, like blossoming. You're going to hear the good news that you're waiting for. Let's pull. Clarifier here, an oracle. Moonlight. Moonlight is intuition, okay? You're being guided. Even if you're in the dark, maybe there are people, the things, the hard work that you have put into the things, and you're not really foreseeing the future. The moonlight will illuminate your path, okay? Moonlight is all about intuition, intuitive guidance, and exposure. And also, this is a symbolic way to connect with your higher success. Your intuition allows you to see beyond the mundane, logical, and analytical, to follow it. So follow that intuition, and success is yours if you follow the signs, okay? Rather than getting stuck in the regular ways that you do things, it's time to follow that intuitive guidance to get to that good news, that victory, okay? Let's see what your unicorns wants you to hear. It's time. Unicorns, angels, and guides. Let's see what the messages are for my beautiful Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. Okay, ear and listening twice. Listen and the answer will be revealed. Listening, let me tell you what listening means. Listening can be watching the news, or maybe you're called to watch a movie that you love, okay? Maybe Gone with the Wind. Your intuition says, okay, I want to watch this. Like your inner child can say, I want to watch this movie. When you're watching it, keep an open ear, because a message that you need to hear will be revealed to you in that one. Maybe you're going to the supermarket and people on the next aisle talking about something and you overhear that. There you go. That's your answer. You might not really find the answer within, like, first time you hear it, just write it down, scribble it somewhere. This can be maybe a YouTube video that you're watching, which has a message for you. Write it down, okay? For example, sometimes I say like some Turkish words because my mind just keeps jumping. I translate all day. Time to get out of a situation. This came forward. Maybe you're thinking, okay, what situation? I'm not in any situation. What should I get out? Maybe this is going to be coming forward in the future very soon. And this is going to be the message that, okay, yeah, if the pathway is open, the door is open, you can walk out of there. Okay, instead of just trying to stay in somebody else's mess, we have a one fire sign here who might create this kind of like a passionate, very messy environment. And maybe this is because your best friend, you want to stay in there to solve the situation. But this is telling you, take a vacation, get out of that situation. Do not stay there, okay? This can be the message that needs to be at that moment necessary for you, okay? Listening is very important. And I'm gonna see which animal will be guiding you along the way. You don't have to see this animal on the street, because some of them are like a little exotic animals. This can be something that you will see on TV, okay? Maybe you'll hear about it, you know, in a reading. We have here the grouse. Express yourself through rhythm and movement by drumming and dancing. This is an advice coming forward. I feel like this is going to be the way for you to connect with your intuition during this timeline, okay? So if you have the chance to dance, go ahead and dance, and maybe listen to music, enjoy the music. This can be tango as well. I was watching this beautiful couple doing like this tango lesson. Online, you can see this kind of things. It was such a rhythmic dance between two of the people actually being one soul. So you can do that as well. That can help you get more inspiration to what to do in the end. But this is like overall advice for you, helpful for you to connect with your intuition, okay? All right, my beautifuls, that's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, don't forget to give this one a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of these, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I wish you all a magical day. Bye.